Hello and welcome back to Dabnica. I've decided that I'm going to get rid of this tree, even though it does look quite nice, especially now it's been a few days since my last episode in game, so we are right at the, well, midpoint of autumn, so you can see the trees got that nice autumn feel to it. The sugar beets are ready to harvest in this field, so these just need the tops removed, but this field is not quite there and the other one isn't. That's because I planted that after. So I am going to wait probably another day in game before I start on the sugar beets. But all the silage is ready, so it's probably a good idea in this episode to sell all the silage and see where we're at with money, because I'm hoping it's going to be some good income, to be honest. I don't expect it to be a massive amount, but it's definitely going to be a few thousands at least. I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing it's going to be a few thousand. The grass is kind of growed back over here, more so in this area where we did the hay, so hopefully we might get another cut out of this. I don't know. Either way, we'll have to just wait and see. It's not like we can do much else, especially as winter's coming up. I do need to sort out the maintenance on one of my tractors. Maintenance is now required on this tractor, on the IMT, so probably going to have to do that soon, if not in this episode. I think the main thing to do, I'm going to get rid of this tree, put it in the trailer here with some of the logs, go and sell them, and then I'll crack on with unloading this silage from the pit with probably the front loader and bucket. But then I think going forward, silage is going to be a really good money maker, even if it's grass or crop type, whatever it is. Yeah, it's always going to be a good money maker, so we might buy an actual conveyor belt, because I think getting a conveyor belt will be dead helpful. And second-hand, they're not that bad. I've been looking at them. There's one there for 5,000, but there's a better looking one here, 5,000. And I think if we get it second-hand, it's only 3,400. And I think, yeah, it'll just make things a lot easier for us. So yeah, I think that's the main thing we're going to do in this episode. We're going to try and make a bit of money from what we've done already. So I've actually been thinking about the plan long-term for this farm and what I want it to become basically over time. And I think the main priority would be to buy probably one of these or two of these fields, maybe 72 or 81, and then move over to get like all four of them. And then this area in the middle would be where my farm area is. So I'd have 4 fields in total around the farm. And I've been looking at the railway line and think it would make a good road. It really would. So the best thing to do would make this my entrance going onto the road there, remove the track completely, and make this the focal point in the middle as the road. Level out the land, obviously, and then put some buildings in, and we can have the 4 fields around. I think by time, when we've obviously got the money to do all this, it will look pretty good. So that is a plan, that is, you know, an aim for us, definitely. It's just about getting the money. I think the best way to get money is to have some fields, so yeah, at least try and get these 2 bigger fields on either side of us, because I think we can start cracking on then with some stuff. I have been looking at the new mod that come out. I mean, this video will probably come out probably a week or maybe even 2 after this mod came out, but it's the sugar beet harvest mod that's added a couple of byproducts to sugar beets, which would have been perfect. But I have got it activated, so I have got that activated, but the problem is I'd have to put some placeables down first, and I just haven't got the money for that. So it is something in the future that we can probably tackle, because I don't really want to be spending loads of money if I can help it on things, on equipment basically. We've got quite a lot of equipment now to crack on and make some money. If we need things, we'll get it, but if we don't, we'll try and make money from what we've already invested in. So let's crack on then. First thing I need to do is obviously take down this tree, because I think it's going to give us some money. Now I want to try and aim this so it doesn't hit my trailers. Well, it kind of nearly didn't hit my trailers. Problem is, it's got too many branches on. So let's just quickly tackle this. There we go. So we need to try and obviously clean off these branches. and we'll chop it up into bits and then sell it all in one go. So which is the bit that's holding it up now? It looks like it's this bit. Somewhat, I think. So it's probably sitting on a lot of my stuff right now. Well, it's definitely not gone to plan, but I mean, not much else I could have done. So let's just clean off this one. Let's get up onto the log and properly clean it off, eh? Right, so I'll carry on doing this. I'll cut it up into pieces, and then when it's done, I'll cut back in. Right, so I've finished off chopping down that tree, and yeah, it took a while. It really did, and there's a lot of wood in there. I can't really put any more into that trailer without risk of it probably falling out. I mean, we could probably try and get a few more bits, but you have to be careful. There we go. I mean, probably shouldn't put any more in. I am using the mod that came out recently, which means that every time you use your chainsaw on some wood, it kind of gives off a sawdust effect by putting to the ground some wood chips, which I do like because it's kind of realistic, so we do need to clean that up at some point. Right, so let's start the tractor and go and sell this first load. I don't know how much I'm going to get, but some of these are quite big chunks, so should get a good amount, really. At least we're not selling firewood, because we would definitely not be able to sell any more firewood, even though soon we'll be able to sell a bit more because of the fact that it's technically coming up to the colder months now, which is when the firewood gets consumed in the sell points. But we have got quite a lot anyway to sell, a couple of crates. So like I said, I am hopeful to get quite a bit of money from this and the next load, and then all the loads we do of silage, and then we'll have a look at how much we've got. We do need to buy the pallet for the vehicle maintenance to sort out our other tractor, and then we'll be pretty much coming up to doing the sugar beets, and then after that it will be winter months, so we'll probably need to just bide the time until we can do a bit more farming, because it's not like we've got much else we can do in that time. So I think I can just leave it here and go over here. So that's not bad at all, 3,500. So I'm definitely happy with that. By the time we put in the other load, we might get around the same, if not a little bit more, who knows. Because the tree that I cut down first in the field was a bit bare compared to what we've just chopped down, so could get more. Not bad at all. So what I'll do now is I'll carry on loading up all that. I'll probably clean up as well the wood chips, and then I'll cut back in again, because you've seen me do enough logging already in this series. Now, that corn does look good. I like that corn texture. Yeah, so I'll cut back in when it's all done. Right, so here we go. Last load, and that's all that tree chopped up. I also cleaned up all the wood chips from obviously cutting this tree. I've just dropped a bit. Didn't drop one bit along the whole way, and as soon as I get here, drop this little thing. Oh, I may as well just put it there. Right, so yeah, we got a little bit more. We got 3,858, which is really good going. So now we're up to 20,000. Now I do know one of them fields is around 60,000. They are quite expensive for what they are, but that is how it is. I guess I'm playing on hard difficulty. Could change the price of the fields, but that's the challenge in itself, eh? So what I need to do now is obviously fill up all the silage. So we'll take this trailer straight to the pit. I have taken the tractor with the front loader on, and that's all ready to go. Now I don't know how long it's going to take. I think if I've got 70,000 litres, it's probably going to be at least 7 trips, which is a hell of a lot to do. It really is. If we had a conveyor belt, which, thinking about it now we got the money, could be a good idea. Just trying to think how to get it down here, because I don't want to drive it all the way. It'd take me forever. I could use store delivery and pay the fee, but don't know if I really should be using store delivery in a survival series, to be honest. Anyway, let's do the first load. We may as well. And it shouldn't take too long to fill it up, to be honest, with the bucket, because it's a good size. In fact, it looks massive on this tractor. I have attached the rear weight to the back. Yeah, so I have attached the rear weight to the back. It might be better to use a conveyor belt just because of the size. And this front loader, it's not the tallest. I think it's got more to do with the fact the bucket's so big. So I think this trailer holds 10,000 litres. So you're talking about probably six times I need to fill it up with the bucket. Yeah, I definitely think we should get a conveyor belt. And I think I might use the store delivery just for the conveyor belt. Can't pick that side bit up. There we go. So we'll do the first trailer load, and then I'll get the conveyor belt. Hopefully the conveyor belt as well will be tall enough, I think it will, to get into the trailer. If it's not, well, we'll have to just take the risk, because I'm not 100% certain. I just think it's not the tallest trailer, so we've got more chance with this one than one of the other trailers anyway. I think as well, for the money that it is, 3,600 was it? It's definitely worth it, because I do want to be doing silage quite a bit going forward as well. So I think we need just the one more, and then we'll be there. And then we'll get a good idea as well when we sell this trailer load how much we're going to get for the majority of this. Right, so there we go. That's the first load into the trailer. So let's go and take this to the barn. If I remember rightly, it's the barn that we can only sell silage at. Let's just double check that. Yeah, so grass silage at the barn, which if I remember rightly, is just down this road here. So let's go get this sorted. So I've just had a look at the actual conveyor belt, and I do think that it won't work, just because of the fact I don't think it's one of the ones that'll pick up off the ground. I think it's one of them ones you have to pour into, like a hopper one. And the other ones are too expensive, so we're just going to have to do this manually. which isn't an issue. I expected it to be difficult. It always is going to be difficult on this map to start off with. And I do think now this train track, when removed, will be an excellent main road. Definitely. I'm interested to see what we can actually turn this farm into, but the problem is I haven't got the money to start it off, and yeah, I get like impatient. I want to crack on with it and start getting some fields and stuff, but the only way we're going to do that is by getting the money and not spending it on other stuff. So we really need to probably hit that 60,000 mark early on. And obviously everything's a little bit more challenging. Even this now is selling silage. It's going to be what, 7 trips around that. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be more like 8 trips. And obviously we've got a tractor that's 20 miles an hour, and the sell point's quite far away. There isn't really many sell points. There's a BG8 which would be perfect, but we don't obviously own it, and we can't do anything until we own that, and that's going to be expensive. I mean, I don't know how expensive. One thing I do like about this map though is the textures of the crops and the way it looks, especially summertime and autumn. As you can see, there's so many different fields close together, so you get quite a big variety of the crops. I mean, obviously there's a few bugs on this map. I've never hid that fact. There is quite a few, but I like it. I do like it. And if he updates the map, which I think he might do at some point, then obviously them bugs can get fixed, hopefully. So I think this is the entrance that I went last time. You could probably go the other way, but we'll go this way. And then I'm intrigued to see how much you get for this. I don't know, I haven't got a clue how much it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty good. It's not going to be anywhere near the amount we would get if it was at the BGA. Right, so we got pretty much about 1,100. So we're going to get about 7,000, which is, yeah, it's probably right. I'd say about 7,000 to 8,000, which is a little bit less than what I wanted. Maybe close to 9, actually, when I think about it. But that pit in general, there wasn't much grass in it. There really wasn't. So if we can try and get a bit more in, then obviously that's going to be a lot better. But I guess it's good money, especially early on, earning 8,000. But it does seem like a lot of work when I've just made probably that much just chopping that tree down. Right, so I'll put a quick time lapse in now, go sell a few loads of this, and we'll see how much we can get through. Hopefully we can get quite a bit done. It is going to take a while, but I think it will be worth it in the end.
And up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what, like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know we're onto something good. You know and I know we got something good. Baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you, I feel so much better. Oh, yeah. Before you, I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know we're onto something good. You know and I know we got something good, something good.
Right, so as you've probably noticed in the time lapse, I decided to try out the pickup wagon, and it is working. It's probably working better than using a trailer. It's a little bit quicker. It still takes quite a while because the bunker's got the back wall. I can't just drive over it, and I have got stuck a few times. But I think because it holds more, overall it's probably quicker. But yeah, I would say it's a lot of work for the amount of money we're getting. But I can't just keep logging. We'll run out of trees eventually, but not just that. Again, it takes a while to do that overall, especially if you're doing logs. Firewood's not too bad, but we can only sell so much firewood. But we're doing alright. We're pretty much cracking on with it. That's the main thing. I'm chipping away. It's just a lot of work when you've got equipment that's just not very powerful, and that's the issue. My tractor's not as powerful as it probably could be, but it's early days, so eventually we will have this kind of equipment. So what I'll probably do now is I'll finish off, get it all done, get it all sold, and then I'll cut back in when it's all done. And there we go. Emptied the whole pit, and I think we got around 9,100 for the total volume of what we had. So for 70,000 litres of silage we got 9,000, which isn't too bad. It's brought us up to 30,478 pounds. So again, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I did want to set up auto drive as well, but I thought it wasn't worth it. But we will do that going forward. I just think with auto drive you do have to pay a wage. So I was contemplating whether to do it or not, but I think if we get some more money, we can afford to do stuff like that. So the last thing I want to do in this episode is go to the shop, and we're going to try and sell this tractor for another one. The main reason is, even though this tractor is pretty good, it's done as well at the start, we definitely need a bit more horsepower, and I found a tractor that I think will be absolutely perfect. That's reasonably priced. In fact, it's very good price for it, and also it can have the front loader attachment that we've got, and it'll probably be more suited to it size wise. The main reason to have this tractor when we started off was the fact that it had a mower, but we've got a different mower now that works a lot better. So this tractor we can definitely swap it out without having any issues at all. And the tractor that I found actually second-hand was only 10,000, but I think it's around 150 brake horsepower, so you can't really fault that. But overall this has been a good tractor. Started off with it, did a good job mowing at the start, but also it did a good job lugging all them crates of firewood around. But we definitely need to upgrade this now. Right, so we're nearly here at the shop. I was thinking about the tractor as well. We don't really need to have narrow tyres on this one that we're going to get now, because we've already got another tractor that's obviously perfect with rear tyres on. So we don't need to worry about that, so we can try and get some good sized tyres. It'll probably help me out instead of getting stuck all the time. So if I just first put this here, take one last look, and then we'll sell it. So I don't expect to get a good amount of money, I'll be honest, but that's not bad at all actually. 4,300 is pretty good. I mean, that's nearly half of the amount that this tractor is going to cost. So let's just quickly get this tractor. Right, so this is the tractor that I've been looking at. It's the Fiat 1300. Actually says DT, but then Super. Looks really good. Only 9,500 brand new. I'm looking at these Michelin tyres and I do like them. I think they look pretty cool. So we'll see how much it is after we've done that. That's only £100 as well to add a front PTO, it looks like. And attacher. I think that should be really good. This tractor could last as well. It's 150 brake horsepower. I think I'll have it with the cab as well. And we definitely want the front loader attachment. So I think that'll be fine. 10,060. And a really good, powerful tractor with a cab. So let's go and have a look at this. I think that's a good purchase. Definitely. It's got a good turning apex as well. So let's repair it up while we're here. But we've done quite well for money today. We've made 9,000 on the actual grass silage. We've also made probably around the same for wood, to be honest. And we've replaced our older, less powerful tractor with this Fiat that's got a front loader as well and a hell of a lot more power behind it. So I think this was a cracking idea. And I do like them tyres. And at least it's not as slow as the other Fiat, the one that you actually get vanilla in the game. I think that's around 15 miles an hour, but it is quite powerful as well. I think it's the same. So I do like it. And it will definitely come in handy going forward, because we did, like I said, need more power. I think when we upgraded to 80 it helped us, but we really need something else now that can do quite a bit, because we keep finding that we're struggling to get up hills. And yeah. Right, so here we are back at the farm. It's definitely been a productive episode. We've got an upgraded tractor, we sold all the silage, we sold a bit of wood, we chopped down the tree. Not bad for mid-autumn while we're waiting for our crop to grow. So definitely in the next episode we'll be doing the sugar beets. This field right in front of me is ready, but these two fields are just we're waiting on, so that'll be definitely ready by the next episode. So thanks for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, that really helps my channel out. And also, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on Farming Simulator. See ya.